Hey everyone, okay, here we are back again. This is part 8 of our Green Dragon project. So it's come along quite nicely. So I think what I might do now, just to keep everything moving along, is try to get his little wings done. So let's see what we can get going here. Looking at that, and now they come up. They're very tiny, very, very hysterically tiny. He would never fly with wings like that, but he manages. He manages. All right, much like what we did with the arms, I'm going to create a new layer just to get the groundwork done. And we'll start with make sure I'm on, yep, on mirror. I'm going to start with a little ball joint here just to get things going, kind of know where I'm going to place it. We'll start with that. Lower that down, and then to come up. How many joints did that have? Well, let's just find out. Let's experiment. I know I had it. I love this line tool, by the way. Really tripping out on it. That might be too big. Let's undo that. And that's still a little too big, but that's alright. We'll scooch it down. Let's see. We're going to come up for the first part. And then, gosh, how did I do that? Arr! It's like now I want to go back and do a drawing just to figure out what I did. I think I came up this way. Alright. And then there. Kind of big. I know. But and then this guy right there. And that way there would be webbing here, webbing there, webbing there. I think that might do it. But you know what? Those are too big. And I think we should come out a little bit further on that. But before I reduce it down, let's do the old eraser tool. That's so trippy, isn't it? Alright. Go back to the line. And double tap. And let's get that right about in the center there. Maybe there. And then there. It doesn't leave much room for that joint right there. That's alright. It's okay. I'm going to shorten that one up. Get off the line here. It's just shorten that. Now let's see if we can grab the, let's see what the grab tool does. I mean, haven't been too successful with it, but let's see what it does. Grab tool, active layer only. That's a cool feature, by the way. Oh, okay. Sphere of influence. Let's see what this does. So the sphere of influence has got to be at least inside the area that you're going to be working on. And it's not, okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. Maybe that'll do it. Let's see what this does. Got to get it in there. I had to create something that was so... See, it's not the area I want. But I kind of like that though. Kind of curving it out. Ooh, yeah. That's not too shabby. It leaves me with that big thick thing there though. Let's try to de-thick it. Oh, I see what it's doing. That's kind of interesting. Though it destroyed it. I like the thin and thick of that. Let's, I wonder. Let's pump up the volume on it just a little bit and see what it does. Can I get away with anything? Gosh, that looks so good. Man. And it's like, I can't duplicate that. Wow. I even kind of like the randomness of that. Is really pretty cool. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that layer and then turn that one off so that you know, if I really screw this one up, I have something to fall back on. Always good to have somewhat of a fallback plan. I really need to kind of get that joint down here a little bit. And can I do it with the move tool? Who knows? Who knows? Let's give it a try. Whoa. Alright, well, so alright, I can work with that. Just so I just have something to join the webbing to that, to there, to there. And that's cool. I like it. What I really want to do, I want to go in and, gosh, I know I'm going to destroy that and I don't want to, but here goes. Let me try something. Can I go with the taper? Let's see what the taper does. Grr. It's not what I thought it would be. Oh, man. Maybe that. Okay, I gotta stop, like right now. Okay, here we go again. Stop. When I'm saying stop, I'm letting go of the trigger because there's a little bit of a time delay. When you let go and you keep flowing with it, that's how it tapers off. See, like that. And I was a little off on that. Here we go again. Pretty close. No cigar. Not too bad. I kind of like it. Still, yeah. Okay, here we go. Can I work with that? I think so. Yeah, I can work with that. Now, obviously, those wings are huge compared to my original model. So what we're going to do, I'm going to finesse them a little bit. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is duplicate. Running out of layers, but I will be merging some stuff and deleting others. So I'm going to hide that one, work on this one, and what I'm going to do is scale it down, and then yeah, I gotta get my hand out here. Scale it down and see what kind of detail I can retain with it. This is scale the object. So what do you think? Something like that? Yeah. Now, the bad thing is that, oh wait a minute, if it's mirrored, because see how when I reduced it down, the joints here shrunk in, and I want them out here. So let's see what happens when I do the move tool. So if I move it, it may... You gotta be kidding me. Well, I thought it would, seeing how it was on an axis, and if you move one, it would move the other in the opposite direction, like a mirror. Speaking of mirror, we got a flip right here. If I delete that, put that one in place, duplicate, and then flip, problem solved, right? Let's see. Obviously, we're going to have to turn the mirror off. Otherwise, I'm going to destroy both of them. Oh, wait a minute. Got taper on. It's a good thing I turned that off. I was hearing it continue to spray. Alright. Now, we are going to... Now we're going to move that guy into position. Okay, I'm going to... Alright, right there. And come down just a little bit. And then move it over. This is like one of the coolest things ever. This program. Alright. I think I kind of want to rotate it just a little bit so that it's not so up and down. It's going to be, gosh, I need to remember to keep my hand out here a little bit. Rotate, and I want it to rotate it that way just a little bit. Awesome. Alright, now let's hit that again, and we're going to move it to readjust what I just did and move it up. Alright, the height is right, so now we just got to bring it in so that it intersects with the body just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let me do a save, and then we're going to see if this is correct. All right, so oh my word. Okay, let's see if this is actually going to work. It should work. And then I'll just delete these two layers. We're going to duplicate. That should give me layer 17. And then with that, flip it. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. And look at those wings. Still a little big, but you know what? I'm going to leave them at that size, because it will still convey the same feeling, that cartoony, over-the-top, unbelievability aspect, that he could actually fly. Alright, so now let's, those two layers, we're going to merge. Dun, 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 dun. Now these two layers we are going to get rid of. How do you get rid? Oh, delete right there. Whoa! What? Let me do it one at a time. That might play it safer. This layer, layer 15, we're going to delete. Now, layer 14, select it and delete. Did I just do, no, delete. Awesome. Layer 16 should be our wings, and it is. So we're going to save that. Alright, so save. And I may go in, just to kind of beef those up a little bit, the wings a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But they're in place. Oh, come back here. They're in place. They're to the scale that I want them for right now. So, mission accomplished on that part. But I may go I may go in right there and rotate them a little bit. Let's see what that does. Let's do the move tool. Let's experiment more with the move tool. Friendly neighborhood move tool. Make sure it's on active. And can I actually get in there? Oh. See, what I want to do is just rotate it where that joint is right there and bring it that way, forward. Will it work? Don't know. Nothing's happening. Let's see my layers. It's because I'm not on the layer. Hopefully I didn't screw something else up. Everything else looks fine. Alright. There we go. Now let's do it. Oh man. That's intense. Okay. I'm buying that. Just out of curiosity, I wonder. See, if I smooth that, it's going to go really crazy on me. Particularly at 100%. We just need to knock off the tops a little bit. That's what we should do. Just the tops. And let's see. It might destroy it too much. I don't know. Yeah. There's just not enough volume there to really do anything with. What will happen if I inflate just a little bit? Overall. That's interesting. Oh. It's kind of fun though. Need a little more fidelity in that trigger. It's like, man, trying to get it to lightly spray. It's kind of tricky. Why is it thinning out? I'm actually this is the inflate tool, right? You know what I'm doing? I'm already messing up because I forgot to mirror it. How many undos do I have left? Oh my gosh. I ran out of them. Alright, so what I gotta do now is erase that, duplicate that, mirror it back again. My word. Okay, it's okay. It's alright, it's all good. Things happen. Things happen. Alright, no big whoop. Anyway, because I think that's the one we rotated anyway, and so it's in the right position. So all is well in that regard. So all I need to do now is duplicate. It is now duplicated, and we've just flip it. That's all groovy. So now these two layers, I am going to make sure nothing else is selected. We're going to merge. Yep, just the wings. Alright, now, before we go any further, mirror. There we go. And before I go any farther, let's go ahead and do a save again. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this. This is going to look pretty cool. Might enlarge the hands a little bit. I'm kind of looking right here, and the hands might be a little on the small side just because of the palms. But I'll just get some more flesh going there, and that'll be a problem solved. Might even try the move tool out just a little bit, and I might kind of give him thicker forearms on this version to kind of, as it flows into the beefier hands. Alright, now where was I? The wings. Let's pump up the volume on those just real quick. Alright. And let's enlarge him. This always trips me out. Look how big he is. I mean, I'm sitting in a chair, so he's sitting on the floor, right there. And let's see, stand up. I'm 6 foot tall. So this guy, he's pretty big. This is what's really crazy about this program. I mean, you can just enlarge it to such a state that he's ginormous. Is that crazy or what? I mean, I know you guys seen it on YouTube. Can't see the actual scale on a flat screen, but it's pretty amazing. I think I'll just stand up for a little bit and work on these wings and try to get some, I don't know if I'm necessarily saying smoothness or what I want yet. So we're just going to reestablish that ball joint right there. That's good. And I don't want this to be all, you know, super tight, smooth or anything. Kind of like the boniness aspect of what's going on right there. And this was kind of like a happy little surprise with right there, this little blob right there. It may disappear, it might stay, don't know yet, but we'll see. So let's let's go ahead and go back to taper, and then let's see what I can get done here. It's not too bad. Let's see what the smooth tool does. I know if you get a little heavy-handed on the smooth tool, it'll actually destroy what you worked on. It'll eat it. It'll just like be gone. Particularly on these thin spots down here on the end, it will, see, like it'll just dissolve it. But it's alright. Not too worried about that yet. Because I always can go back in and beef it up again, which I might do. Just want to get that shape going correctly. And then may add some more clay to it. A little lumpy right there. I don't know if I like that, but you know, it's not too bad. I don't mind it. I mean, it is a dragon and it's wings, so might just roll with it. I know I'm going to have to find a point where these will end naturally. Oh yeah. No, this is not noodling. It could be noodling, but just trying to get this shape. Oh man, not too bad. It's one thing about standing up, you can kind of really get your whole arm and body action going with it. Kind of like that. All right. Yeah, because we may trim that off, but get that going, the webbing right there, and it looks, you know, pretty good. Gotta be careful where I'm standing. Don't want to trip over anything in my room here. I always try to touch something, like I'm touching the foot of my chair. That gives me a mental picture of where I am in this room, in the physical environment, so as not to trip over anything. And not to raise my hand too high, so as not to snag the ceiling fan. Wouldn't be good. We have low ceilings here in this room, so okay. Yeah, let's really need to kind of like knock that down a little bit. See what I mean about the spray tool? I mean the smooth. It'll eat it up. The thin stuff. That's alright. I mean, I don't want it to be that so super thin. Okay, looks good. So now we've got the, what is that? Oh, okay. I was seeing that gray dot right there, thinking, what? But it's, again, it's mirrored. Just kind of tripping myself out here. Let's see. So we got the wings. Might spend a little time on the feet. So let me sit down here. And because those are too paddled. Need to form those out a little bit. Not exactly sure. He's got 3 toes. He needs an arch here. I mean, an instep. Need to flatten that out. So Let's, and you know what, if he's standing, if this is where he is, in line, probably should pull that feet back just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it back just a little bit. Well, I just now heard the 30-minute mark. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that. It's reducing down just a tad here. And, well, we got a lot done. I mean, come on. We got the wings done. They're in position. And we had a couple of hurdles to go over, trip over, whatever. And, but it's done. The wings look good. They're in a good position. They're in a good scale. So be able to tweak those out a little bit further when we come back to that. But next segment, we're going to work on those feet. Get them to a state to where we can detail them out a little bit more. The hands are to a point where I like them. I'm just going to flesh it out a little bit more on the hands, the palm, and then be able to detail those out just a little bit. Not a lot, just to kind of keep it in line with the rest of the model. Alright, well, hey, thanks for watching, and as always, until next time, y'all take care. See you later.